Hello, my sweet friend. I am Cristina Arevalo, cake business productivity coach and podcaster. I help cake makers like you manage your business productively and with ease, taking control of your time and workflow to avoid stress and burnt out. I offer personalized strategies and supportive community to help you stay organized, productive, and in charge of your success. Your cake business should bring you joy, not stress. I'm here to help you build an efficient, successful, and sustainable business without feeling overwhelmed and burned out. With the right planning, strategies, and mindset, you can reach your goals, stay organized, and enjoy the journey. Let's make your cake business work for you, not the other way around. Hi there. If you like this podcast and enjoy this episode, there's only one thing I ask from you. Please follow this podcast, download this episode, and leave me a started review in any of your favorite podcast platforms where you're listening to this show now. This way, the algorithm will show the podcast to more cake artists who will benefit from, and you'll be helping me grow this show. And don't forget to share it on social media and tag me, and I'll gladly follow you back. I would love to hear what you have to say. Leave me a comment on Spotify or answer any of the questions and polls on the episode. Let me invite you to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as the Art Cake Coach, or follow the links on the show notes to find out more ways to stay connected. Visit www.theartcakecoach.com for more. Well, hello, my sweet friends, and welcome to another episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast. Christina here. Super happy to be back from London, from the DMAs. Now I am, as usual, from Lisbon, Portugal. What a weekend. What a weekend we had. And today's episode is going to be all about the DMAs. I have to be honest with you. Today's episode is, I don't know what it is because I didn't prepare anything. I wanted to do something right after, the DMAs without any script. I just wanted to tell you all the stories, all the behind the scenes, all that we did, the fun that we had, and the result, the outcome of the awards, which for me it was great, though no words again, but it was great. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. Because as you know me, I am Christina. This is the Art Cake Coach. I always have to have a takeaway from everything that I do. That's my default. Actually, I learned about a lot of my defaults this weekend. I learned that I have the default, and my friend called it very funny. My friend Choli is the one that goes with me everywhere. And if you've been to the DMAs, you know who she is because we're always together. And it's funny because that friendship started because of cakes, because of cake events. I mean, she's a friend, a mother, a sister, a mentor, and everything for me at this point. And it's been 5 years in the making already. It's incredible. The people that you meet in this cake world, in this community, it can become really good friendships and really amazing people that get into your life. And if you are part of any of these communities, and if you're part of um, the international cake community, the magazines, the awards, the events, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I have to ask you to forgive me because my voice is really graspy today. I have a little bit of a sore throat, and I mean, it could be the party, it could be the cold, it was hot and it was cold, it could be the rain in London, it could be my nerves before going up the stage, it could be many things. But anyway, my throat is a little bit hurting today, so my voice is a little bit raspy. But anyway, I guess I sound sexier today. Oh my goodness. I don't believe I said that. Well, going back to this episode today. There's no script. There is no nothing. I'm just going to sit down with my coffee and talk with you, my friend, like a friend. I just came back from a trip, and this is what happened. It was amazing, but I lost again, third year in a row. Hey, woohoo! But I'm happy about it. I'm not happy about it. Not. Um, I'm okay. No, that sounds really bad. I'm not happy about losing, but I'm happy because I learned many other things and I took away greater deal than an award on this time on the DMAs. So I saw this morning, as every Monday morning, I usually share a quote on my social media. And I didn't yesterday because I was traveling back. It was, airport day. It was a bit, I didn't have my head around doing it. So I decided to do it this morning. And I was looking for quotes to share. And I found this quote that I just shared today on my social media. And it's all purple, which is my color. And it says, "You gain more from trying and failing than from never trying at all." Because when you come back from these events and your expectations are not met, you kind of feel defeated. You kind of feel like, "Oh, I don't want to do it again. I'm just tired." And honestly, I talked to a few of my friends, close friends there, that have been in the same situation. It's not a situation. I mean, it has been what it has been for me and for them. We keep being nominated as our community, not me as a person, because I knew that the coaching, I was nominated for a business coach of the year and online community of the year for Cake Friends Stay Creative. I knew that the coaching was a long shot. And I'm very happy to say that Kay Tanyan from just won this award, and I was rooting for her. She's the one that I admire, that I follow, and I thought she's the one ahead in our very small industry. And honestly, I always joke, and I told her that I want to be you when I grow up. It's like she has everything so figured out and so well organized, and her community works so well that she's my I'm not gonna say mentor, but she's my reference. That's where I want to get with my communities and with my. So I'm very happy that she won, and the K community. Well, we lost to Julia Usher. I mean, yeah, that was a long shot to win over Julia's Usher community. She's a fantastic um, royalizing cookie or cookie royalizing, I don't know what you call it, artist. And it's been in the industry for so long. She's an icon in her field. So yeah, that was going to be a little bit hard, but I really wanted to win that one for the community. I really wanted to do this for Cake Friends Stay Creative. It's been 6 years of the community, and we have done so much, not only me, but all the people in it, that I really wanted it. But anyway, didn't happen. And that was a bummer. I have to say, honestly, I was like, oh, again, I really wanted to give this to the community this year, but well, it happened. The thing is, and when I read this morning, you gain more from trying and failing than from never trying at all. And it really hit a chord on me because I as you know, this last few months, a lot of businesses have been closing. A lot of people have been dropping the towel and not wanting to be cake decorators anymore or working in the business. I said it last year. I'm a little bit fed up. I'm not going back this year to Cake International. I need some distance. I've been wondering. I've, I've been wondering so much about so many things. Should I continue in this business, in this niche? Should I continue with cakes? Should I continue coaching cakes, cake artists, or cake decorators? Should I mean, all of these questions that go through your head because you just don't. I felt stuck at some point on the last newsletter, and I think I shared here on the episode. The imposter syndrome kicked in with this nomination. I've been feeling a little bit off, and it's in my head is like it's just easier to drop the towel. It will be just easier to let it go and just you know somebody else will take over. And when you get your expectations, because let's face it, we all get expectations from these awards. Like, well, maybe there's a little chance that I'm gonna win. Um, and they're not met. That's when the disappointment comes, and that's when you feel like, oh, not again, didn't make it. And I have to be honest, it will be so much easier to just drop the towel and say, you know what, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not taking care of the I'm taking care of the community. I'm not doing the community anymore. I'm going to focus on one thing. I'm not going to keep stretching myself so thin, trying to serve so many people and aspects of this cake world when I'm not going to say there's no reward, because that's where I'm going with this episode. I'm going to say when there's not the reward that I wanted at the moment, which was the award, of course. So thinking about all that, and I got this to this quote today. And I said, well, yeah, you know what? It's absolutely true. Because when I didn't win, and I told my family was here in Portugal expecting news. And I told them, we didn't win. We didn't win the community. And they got really mad. Like my kids were like, oh, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know the work that you do. It's like, yeah, no, they do. They do. But the other community was really good. It's like, yeah, it has a lot of people in it. So yeah. And they were like, but don't feel bad. Don't feel sad. It's okay. Don't get down. And the funny thing is, at that moment, I was having so much fun at the party. I was meeting so many people. I was networking so much on um, getting to know people from different companies, different products, touching bases with other companies that we talk about, collaborating at Cake International with. Catching up with friends, even catching up with people that were very distant in other events. And in this third edition of the DMAs, I don't know, it felt more familiar, if I have to say. People were really friendly and like, let's talk, let's meet. I don't know if it's me also that just open up a little bit more and change a little bit more. Could be. But I was really having a great time. And at the moment when I received their text saying like, don't be sad. It's okay. Don't get down. It's like, it's fine. I said, yeah, of course it is fine. Look at me. And I took a moment to realize where I was. It's like, okay, me, Cristina Arevalo, from a little town in Venezuela. It's right now sitting on a castle in England, Allington Castle, beautiful castle. That's where the venue was, wearing the most out there sparkly black sequins dress. I love that dress. I want to wear that dress every day for the rest of my life, with a train, with my white hair, because I let my white hair grow and I'm very proud and happy about it, with not skinny as I thought I should have been at this point in my life, 50-year-old. And I'm sitting in this table with these amazing, talented people that are icons in our industry, that they know me by name. They know who I am. They know what I do. And I'm up there on that TV, nominated six amazing ladies we are modeling the coaching business industry for cake artists, cake decorators, and bakers. And my name is there. And I got to read, I got to present the first award of the night. People were laughing at what I about what I was saying. And being greeted by David Close like a friend, like, hey, Christine, it's so good to see you. I'll talk to you in a couple of weeks for an episode on the podcast. And I was like, Christina, take it all in. Take it all in, because you made it. You actually made it, and you don't need the award to validate it. And that was my learning curve. And that's why when I saw this quote this morning, was like, oh yeah, it's true. It's true. Count your blessings. I remember always that saying, count your blessings. Because sometimes we get so focused on the award. We all love it. Come on. I would love to have one of those statues here on my shelves. Um, and say, I made it. And um, it's funny because, and kind of prove that to the world that I did it. But at the end of the day, when you count your blessings, when you really take a look around at how far you have come, I guess, um, it's actually a lot. It's actually a lot. And I don't want to sound like, the loser speech, because I don't, but maybe I do. But it's true. But let's count our blessings, because there are many, and there are many things to celebrate. I always say that. I mean, celebrate the little milestones, celebrate each little thing. And also another thing that I was talking to a friend over there is the disappointment is equal to the height of your expectation. So, you know what? No more expectations for me. That's what I'm going to do. A lot of goals, yes. A lot of celebrate my achievements, yes. Expectations, zero. Not anymore. So, another takeaway, focus on what is right in front of you and just do the work. Just do the work. At the end of the day, it's about that. It's about doing the work, it's about serving, it's about enjoying the work that you do. It's about, if you're listening to me and you're a cake artist, a cake decorator, you're not right now standing in your kitchen, probably measuring things around to start baking, or or driving to the shop to buy supplies, or taking care of your family before starting your day. Or maybe it's the end of the day and you're tired of because you've been baking, decorating, and taking care of everything. Take a moment, take a deep breath, look around you, and count your blessings in that kitchen, even if it's the mess in the kitchen. You're working in something that you love, because otherwise you wouldn't be doing it, I'm sure. You're working on something that is rewarding for you, and focus on the reaction of your clients, the feedback from the people that taste your cakes, looking at your calendar or your agenda and seeing that you're fully booked as much as you wanted, or you're almost to get there. Or maybe you're not fully booked, but you do have at least one or two cakes each week, and that's more than you used to have. It's all about that. It's all about that. The award, it's great. The gala, the dress. It's amazing if you can do it once in your life. It's great. Never thought I would be doing that for 5 years in a row, 4 years in a row. But yeah, it's great. It's fun. But yeah, focus on the everyday, on the little things, because that is what counts. Yeah. So that was my takeaway from these DMAs. And in the next part, I'm going to share with you a little bit of the behind the scenes of the awards, how much fun we had. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. The new issue of Delicious Magazine is out. Delicious Magazine, a must-have international cake, cookie, and sugared art magazine, both digital and prints. This monthly magazine is filled with interviews, tutorials, competitions, and giveaways, business information, cake collaborations, the latest trends, and information on your favorite sugar art decorating products. Delicious Magazine also features your cakes every month in our Let's Get Social feature. Go to the link in the description of this episode to purchase your monthly copy, or you can save up to 45% when you sign up for an annual subscription. Pay once and get a whole year of magazines sent to you directly on your email. You can also pay monthly and save 20% of every issue. There are no tie-ins or contracts, and you can cancel at any time. Thank you, Delicious Magazine and Kelly, for sponsoring today's episode of the Art Cake Coach podcast. The awards were so much fun. Kelly, if you're listening, you always do such an amazing job organizing everything. I have to say, okay, it was a bit different, and I'm going to talk about it. Even though this is maybe I should do that in the no icing episode, but no, in the no icing episode, in the no icing podcast, I will talk about something else. Also related to this, but something else. It was a bit different than other years because I understood that Kelly wanted to have more time to party. So we arrived at the venue at 4 in the afternoon. I joke around this saying that this was um, well, in Spanish we call it merienda, but it will be like what? Like an afternoon tea? So, or a snack in the afternoon. So I joke that this is the most elegant merienda I ever had in my life. Dressed in a gown at 4 in the afternoon. But that's the time that I'm usually having a yogurt in the middle of the day. My day is actually starting at 4 o'clock. So yeah, it was different, but it was fun. We got into the castle. There's a beautiful entrance and there's a beautiful hall. We take pictures, we talk, we network with mingle. I met so many great friends that I haven't seen since Birmingham, the Cake International, then met other people from abroad, new friends, new cake artists. I met the coaches, met Chrissy, if you're listening. It was great to meet you there. I'm really rooting to get at least most of the nominees or some of my closest cake business coaching friends together on an episode. I really want to do an episode together just to show you guys that we're not competing against each other. We are actually supporting each other. This is such a new niche within our niche that and we really we all have the same purpose, which is make this industry better. So working together will be, it's great, and we'll have them all in an episode at some point. It's in the making. So I loved meeting Chrissy as well. I met other Venezuelan friends as well, which was funny. We had I mean, I met people. Okay, this is a little bit of behind the scenes. Remember when I told you there are some cake artists that are very that I didn't know if they were very exclusive with the people they mingle with or if they were shy? Well, I found out that most of them were just shy and didn't want to come forward. I could be a little bit out there. I know that. And me and my friend Cholis, we could be a little bit out there. We can be intimidating if you're a shy person. But no, it was good to finally get to talk to them and get to see them and get to to chat and to say, hey, you don't need to be shy with me, you can be my friend. So that was fun, that was great. We had this little, yeah, like networking mingling party before the awards. Then we sat down for the food. We had our dinner. Now I have to tell you, I had, or Kelly had, the brilliant idea to give me to present the first award of the night. I was dying inside, like dying. My nerves were over the roof. And everybody's like, Christina, you talk on a microphone every week. Yes, but it's me in my room in front of my computer. There's nobody there. I mean, everybody in the industry was there. And my friend was like, you teach. Imagine this is a class. And I said, well, yeah, kind of. That kind of calmed my nerves a little bit. But still, I was very nervous because I had this idea prepared for a speech. For a speech, I didn't want to make it too long. And anyway, my nerves were over the roof, but it went well. It went really well. I will share the speech on my socials later. It was funny, it was fun, but it was serious at the same time, and it wasn't too long, so that was good. Um, then we had dinner. The awards started. The award ceremony, compared to other years, I have to say, compared to last year, wasn't that long. Congratulations, Kelly. I really like that. And I think many people like that as well. There were games, but not too many games. So that was good because we have fun enough, but we were not caught in the interrupting with game that after game. Sorry if I said interrupted, but that's how I felt last year. And the awards kept going on. There were a lot of categories, a lot of them. So we had to, keep it going, keep it going. So it was nice. It was nice that even though it was a two-part award, it did take its time, but it was very fluid and the games were enough. So congratulations, Kelly, on that. I really, really liked it. Um, about the food, my food was good, not the best, but it was good. Some people said that their food wasn't okay, but anyway, that's not Kelly's fault. Kelly did not cook the food. It was the venue thing. What else we had? What else we had? I'm thinking about it. And then at the end, after the ceremony, after the awards were over, I think it was about 10:30, 11 at night. So we had a long party until past midnight. And then the rest of the gang who was staying at the same hotel, we had an after party. We were just in the lobby having drinks. I think I went to bed at 3 in the morning. So it was a long day, but it was a very fun day. Very, very fun day. I really enjoyed it. It was the award results. The award results, I think, were fair. Yeah. There's always this aura behind the scenes of people that feels that some awards are not fair and that feel that the industry is uh, I'm not gonna say crooked, but it's like because this one is a sponsor, so it's gonna get an award, or this person is sponsored by this company, and this company is sponsoring this award, so maybe that's gonna be the winner. All these comments that they happen. And Kelly, if you're listening, pretty sure that you know that this happened because it is what it is. It's the industry, we know it. But I didn't feel it like that in most of the words. And it's not Kelly's fault, I'm sure. If anybody felt like that, I mean, Kelly does, and I know it, I know it. Kelly does so much to keep these awards as fair and as yeah, fair. I think the word is fair, as fair as possible. This year, opening the public vote and opening first having the semifinalists, then having the finalists, trying to include as many people as possible, trying to make as many people felt part of this process. And I think she's really, really trying. The thing is, and I totally get it, one thing is what you want to do, and one thing is when you depend on a whole industry that has, you know, you have sponsors, you have people, you have this, you have that, you have standards, you have um, pressure, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we have to interview Kelly at some point. Things can get to a point that I'm sure there's a justification for it, but maybe some people will feel that some awards were not fair. I don't know. In my case, like I said, just going to talk about what I mentioned before. The coaching, I knew I wasn't going to win, and I really wanted Kate to win, and Kate won. So I thought that was fair. And the cake community, I had my hopes up. Honestly, I didn't even want to look whose community. I mean, I knew, but I didn't. I didn't want to see it. It's like, well, maybe if I don't look at it, if I don't see the other communities, I won't. We will win. I don't know. And but yeah, Julia Usher's community is a big deal. It's a really big deal. It was real hard to lose against her community. And she's also retiring this year, so it was a milestone for her community as well. So I'm happy about that. That was the only one I had my hopes up, and that's it. The rest, I think, were really pretty much even and spot on. Um, I do have a question for Kelly if she ever comes to the podcast. And I don't know if it's a question that some of you who were at the awards ask yourself. I would really like to know the criteria for the honorary awards. Just to know. There were three honorary awards, I think. One was David Close. I mean, long due, long overdue. It's like, of course, David should win. I mean, David is David. It's like, who doesn't know who David Close is? He's the head judge of Cake International, and I mean, I think he's the voice in our heads when we're thinking about competitions all the time. So yeah, of course. And I think the other word was for prop options, and the other word was for Kategida, I think. But it's a thing that I would love to know. What is the criteria behind the honorary award? Just to know. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to talk more about this. This is not no icing. That's the other podcast. We might talk about that in the other podcast. So yeah. What else about the award? It was fun. I mean, the music, Kelly, just next time, please hire another DJ. The DJ was a little bit blah. And we were requesting, even I know that you came up to him to request him other songs and he refused. So yeah, next time, another DJ. Please. But you know us, we make a party even with the children's song music. So I guess yes, we did dance anyway. Um, it was fun. It was really fun. It was fun. It was great. It was for me personally, I have to say, it was a breath of fresh air to get out of my house to go. I love London. I absolutely love the city of London. So it was a perfect excuse to go to London again. I stayed there for another day, so I could visit London. It's the best perfect excuse to get out of our house and see your friends and have fun, have a little bit of a me time because of course my family stay here and I went with my friends, and it's great. That's another blessing I have to count. It is great that at 50 I can have a group of friends that I can go and travel and have fun with. So yeah, that was good too. Um, so overall, a great experience. Great to see everyone. Great to um, contact with so many people. We're going to have a lineup for the podcast because I talk to everyone. It's like, you should be in my podcast. You should be in my podcast. And everybody said yes. So that will be great. We're going to have great people here over for the podcast this year, thanks to the DMAs. So yeah, that was absolutely positive. Now, don't go anywhere because in the final part, I will tell you if I will do it again next year. So, my personal takeaways and conclusions. Would I be going again next year? If you ask me right now, I'm going to give you the same answer to that I did to Cake International. No. Kelly, if you're listening to this, it doesn't have to do with you, and it doesn't have to do with your words, and it doesn't have to do with losing again. It has to do with the fact that it's getting more and more expensive for us from Europe and even from other parts of the world to go for I don't want it to sound bad, but it's for just a weekend. And even though I love the party, I love to dress fancy and go to these events. It has come to a point that let's say the return on investment is not that high. And I'm not talking about monetary rewards, of course, and I'm not talking just about the award, but even the networking and and what I can really do at this kind of events. So again, ask me again. When? Ask me again in December this year. But right now, no. Another thing is, in like I've been saying, a lot of people is getting to a point that we are a little bit fed up, and I've been wondering about a lot of things in this industry. So right now, I need a break, and I'm being absolutely honest with you guys. I need a little break the from all of it. This sounds more like a noising episode. But I'm keeping it real. I need a little break. I need a little distance to breathe, to take my time, and to map out how the RK coach is going to move within this industry. And for that, I need distance. Um, if you have your own business, you know that sometimes we do that. I know you understand what I mean. Uh, if you have been in a position like mine where you have your own business and a job, and you're part of an industry that has this kind of events, sometimes you just need to back up a little bit and see everything from the distance just to map out your next moves. That's how I'm feeling. So I think I'm going to take a little break. I want to try out other events next year. This year, I'm done. Next year, I want to try out other events, maybe other cake competitions, maybe other events, different events. But you never know. You never know. A lot of things can happen from here to there. And then I say, oh, here I am again. But right now, if you ask me, no, I'm going to take a little break. I would love to keep collaborating with the magazine, with Kelly, and with the DMAs. Of course, everything. I mean, I'm open to it, and I'm always there for you, Kelly. If you're listening, I'm always there for you. You know it. Asking for nominations again. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't this time. Maybe I won't put myself out there for nominations anymore. I don't know. Ask me again when the nominations come out. For now, I don't know. I don't know. Even because Cake Friends Stay Creative as a community is in a turning point. A turning point where I either um I'm not going to say close the group, but I either move the community to another platform because I'm fed up with Facebook doing whatever they want with our content. And that is going to, of course, cause a rupture in the community. A lot of people's not going to move with me. It's going to stay, it's going to leave. Um, maybe, I mean, it's part of the deal, I know. So Cake Friends, for me, Cake Friends at this moment, it's either moving it to another platform where I can have more control over what we do without depending on a social media platform. So my investing, my time spent on this community actually has a return, has results, because at this point it's just another group on Facebook, and I don't want it to be that. It's either that, I'm going to be honest with you guys, is either that or is saying goodbye to Cake Friends Stay Creative. Cake Friends Stay Creative started with a purpose of united people during hard times. Those hard times are over. We still have other hard times, but the ones why we started, are over. And being connected to that time, that era of the pandemic and the lockdown, it's something I want to move away from. I want the community not to say, "Oh, because this is such a good community because Christina helped us in a time of need whenever." This is a good community because it is a good community, because it's a community of support, of equality, of opportunity for everyone. It's a community where we lift each other up, where we share our business, we share our social media. Nobody's competing with anybody. There's no bully, there's no nothing. Everybody's welcome to join from any part in the world, from anywhere, from any race, any color, any religion. And the only thing that unites us is cake. That's what Cake Friends Stay Creative is for me right now. And um that shadow of, because it is this community was created in this time of need. I want to move away from that. I don't want that anymore for any of us. I don't want to be related to that anymore. So that's, and of course the social media platforms, which every single day do whatever they want with the algorithm and with our work, and you could lose it at any time. It's not, it's not yours. And so yeah, it's either moving it to another place where where I have more control of the platform, people is more connected and supported. I have the school community now for the Art K Coach. Um, and I'm going to be working full on that. That's another thing. Cake Friends Stay Creative. I love Cake Friends Stay Creative deeply, but it has become just another thing to do in the many things that I run. So it is in a point of turning. We are turning 6 years old next month, and I think it's time to make a decision. It's time to grow, either to grow as a community or to grow apart. I don't know. And I'm not saying this with sadness. I'm saying this with a very clear mind that, yeah. So I don't know if there will be another nomination for Cake Friends Stay Creative next year. Honestly, I don't know. But it's definitely in a turning point. You will know more about that. And this is an exclusive here for the podcast. I think it's the first time I'm saying it out loud. It's either moving away from Facebook and starting again, which I have to think about because I'm doing that with the other community. And this is my business. The Art K Coach is my business. And I have to dedicate to that, or is just closing doors to Cake Friends Stay Creative. Let me know your thoughts on that. What do you think? So, yeah, I don't know if there will be another nomination next year. I don't know if I will be going next year. And I don't know what's going to happen. But if you ask me right now, as I said when I came back from Cake International, even though this time is different, I wasn't really happy about Cake International. I'm really happy about the DMAs. I don't know. If you ask me right now, I won't be going. And that's it. Oh my God. I didn't want this to be a gloomy episode. But anyway, bear with. Sorry if this episode has been more talking and less business, but I really want to circle back to the DMAs, and that's it. My friends, if I say goodbye with a takeaway from this weekend is we bake cakes. I keep repeating this to so many people this weekend. When you hear the comments, when you see the people, uh, when you are in front of the egos, when you are in front of also the humble ones, they are so amazing. They have no clue the talent they have. And they're so humble and so humble because they cannot believe they're there. When you see the businesses, I had the chance to talk to a lot of businesses this weekend, and the work that they're doing, they're trying to make it, to make products and gadgets and things for us cake decorators to have the best products out there, and for them to build a business that actually that is profitable, that is it's going to grow with our industry. When you see all of that and everything gets out of proportions at some points, we bake cakes. We're all here because we love baking. At some point, we all started to baking and decorating and doing amazing things because we love it. So, my friends, it's all about cakes. It is. We bake cakes. So, keep it simple, keep it focused, keep it positive, and keep it united as a good community that we should be. We are sometimes, but we should be. And I'm talking about the whole cake community, not Cake Friends Stay Creative. So, my friends, thank you for listening to me today. A little bit all over the place again. Next time, for the next few months, we're going to have a lot of guests. Result of some networking. We're going to have. We're going to go back into coaching business with time management. We're going to start with time management, and also, if you're listening, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be recording an episode with all the heads of Cake International: David Close, Melanie, and Jane, which are the Melanie Underwood is the head of Cake International, the admin of Cake International. David Close, head judge of Cake International, and Jane, sorry Jane, I forgot your last name, but I will say it when I learn it. Is the head of Bake International. They're going to be here. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask the judges, leave it here with me in the comments. Send me in the comments if you're listening on Spotify, if not on my socials, because I would love to ask questions from the audience to them, okay? About what to expect, about if you've been there before, how was it for you? If this is the first time you're going, what to expect. I mean, all of that. Any questions you have for them, send it to me. So, my sweet friends, I say goodbye as I always say goodbye. But don't worry, the podcast will keep going. Stay safe and stay creative. I'll see you next time. Hey, cake friend, before you go, if you've been enjoying this episode and you are ready to take your cake business to the next level, I would love to invite you to join the Art Cake Coach Podcast Club on Spotify. Inside, you'll get access to over 17 exclusive audio classes and time management, goal setting, money mindset, and more. Everything you need to feel organized, confident, and balanced in your cake journey. And you will get one more extra class each month. You can unlock it right here on Spotify. Just tap on the link in the description of this episode.